that, and I waited. Not for them to approach me without no, you the crazy or you the mad or good afternoon or good morning. They started back to boast. My brother, they were over 30, if I'm not mistaken. Like, even my driver said they are even more than 50 self. Over 30. Bad boy. Even I might be very frank with you, my brother. They were with guns. I saw with guns. I might be very frank. Even me to this minute, at times I wonder. I don't have any pains in my body. I don't to be very sincere. I just say, how do I survive it? Even some of my community people or those that were the voting center, even the boys that came were more than the people that were casting their votes.
Wow.
They were calling me. And for some very sincere. I must be very frank. I'm speaking from my heart. I don't have any grudges against anybody. As I have said, a rotten mango or a rotten fruit will definitely, or a ripe fruit will definitely fall when the time comes. So the point I'm making is this. Even when my community, they thought I would be in the hospital. But I say, Chairman, you're sick. I said, for me, I don't know how God did it. It's as if when they were hitting me, they were just hitting iron. To be very frank, Mr. Albert, all they all bounce on me as a commodity, as if I was a commodity, as if I was. Please, just underline that. Without any, before now, I don't think I have any issue with that fellow. Then he said, I'm not be very frank. The only issue that I know as a council chairman, it is normal. I follow the governor because of what happened. And to be very sincere with you, the day he went to Abuja to sign against Obaseki that time, I drove him to O.
Dis na the moment when e be say Albert Obaze interview Enabulele wey be council head chairman of Ovia. Wetin happen to her that day? Na im dey talk so. Una know say dis man allege say Dennis Idahosa pack boys come give am woto. Dem biti am that day. Na the story na im dey tell Albert Obaze. Make I leave una make una hear tori as the man emphasize on wetin happen for Ovia, and also make una abeg subscribe to my YouTube channel, Enabulele Gist TV.
Yeah, thank you very much, Albert, for having me. Well, I am Destiny or Gayerio Enabulele. By the special grace of God, I am the second born of my mother and the third male of my father. As you already know, I hail from the Gobazoa, the administrative headquarters of Ovia Southwest, of Ovia Southwest local government. And by the grace of God, I am married with 3 kids. And I bless God for that. And I have a master's in history. I first of all, acquired first degree in international studies and diplomacy. And I'm a full member of the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs. And I've equally participated in the African Day in Houston University, Texas. So while I was doing my master's in the university. So by the special grace of God, that is who I am. And I have been the PRO, the secretary, and later the president of the Conference of Non-Governmental Organizations, an umbrella body of all NGO in the state at the time. And I'm the founder and the lead director of the Cradle of Black Civilization Initiatives, an NGO. At the time, it was among the first 6 NGOs in Edo State at the time. I haven't secured the grants or support from UNDP, Japan Embassy, TY Danjuman, and World Bank. So, by the special grace of God, I have a life in the development world, and that is who I am, and I am proud of it, and I give God all the glory. And at the time, I was elected as executive chairman of Ovia Southwest, and I served for 3 years. And again, the good people and the resilient people of Ovia Southwest again gave me their mandate to represent them at the Edo State House of Assembly. Although it was short-lived because some persons believe that whoever that want to emerge or want to vie for position must come from them. And I was removed with the help of the chief of staff to the president. I spent 6 months at the Edo State House of Assembly. I have no regrets. I give all the glory. It was a wonderful experience. So that is who I am. And my mother is still alive. I lost my father. By next year, February 4th, will be 30 years I lost my father. So
30 years?
Yes, 30 years. So God has seen me through. I grew up in the street of Benin. That's where I have my maternal father. That's where Silokoro, close to Vato. I stayed there. I lived there, and later at the back of stadium. I was one of those that formed Ogbe Youth Association. That's why I didn't hear from Ogbe. I served as the financial secretary of Ogbe Youth Association at the time. So for that, I must give God all the glory.
Thank you very much. That is a wonderful introduction. I'm sure a lot of our brothers and sisters all over the world don't know this part of this of you that you just freely dished out. At least we don't feel from, we don't call your secretary, we don't call your PA to get this information. Mr. Destiny, the reason we are here today, I'm sure a lot of people are aware of the reason why we decided to bring you up tonight to speak to you, to also let the world know what is going on in Edo State. From what we were told, I expected that by now your face was this way. Maybe you will need to tell us what you do to reduce the swelling as a result of the gbasgbos you got from the DSS, the talks allegedly led by the chairman, Sports Council Edo State, Bishop, popularly known as Bishop. Before we go into that, how is Edo State today, sir? How is Edo State? Tell us. Because some of them are not around. What is the state of things in Edo today, sir?
My brother Abaze, I think that is a question that doesn't need any research. The answer is there for everybody to see.
Yes.
Because there's no way you can give what you don't have with utmost humility and simplicity. I mean, I say things the way they are. At times I find it difficult to bend issues. So that's the problem I'm having. That is my constraint as a person. So if you look at it in every facet of human endeavor as it relates to Edo State, I think the 10th month, for me as a person and as a freeborn of Edo, I don't think I could speak just now. There's nothing to show for it. I must be very frank. Although there have been a lot of spending spree on frivolous things, sort of investing on those things that will empower the people. Rather, they are busy acquiring, buying vehicle liabilities for me. But as I said, as of today, there's nothing to show for it. I must be very frank. Because I read that the SY governor, my former principal governor, Noya Sobaseki, left some billions, even some millions in dollars in the coffers of the treasury of Edo State. But as we speak, we call it, discover even the money has since go winds, and they have disappeared to some pockets of individuals without any commensurate, improvement, both in infrastructure, human capacity development. It's there. That's why I said it doesn't need any research. It's there. I drive around every day. At times I enter keke. I will join bus once in a while, twice a week. I usually to get the feelers from the people. So there are the dissenting voices, and they are not the people that really want the Edo to move forward. They are not happy with things are currently being done in Edo State. That is it. So the LCM of it all is that there's no way you can give what you don't have. There's no way. If you don't have it, you don't have it. If you didn't day, it did the day. Let me borrow my friend, the FCT minister. So for me, I don't think because they were never prepared for it. Yeah, that is the gospel truth. That is the gospel truth, my brother.
Thank you very much. It is clear that nothing is really happening in Edo State. What they are doing is propaganda, lying to the people. They just do propaganda. They just move around, buy shop for vehicles, do parties, politics. That is what is going on in Edo State today. And from all the updates that we get is that Edo is sinking. Edo is sinking under Senator Monday Okpebolo and Esama. Edo is sinking under Monday and his deputy, Dennis Igausa. Your party, the PDP, participated in the just concluded by-elections in Ovia and Edo Central. The first question I want to ask you, why did your party participate in the by-election, knowing fully well that INEC under Professor Mahmood and Edo State INEC under Wicked Brother will never change from their evil ways? Like I told the senator, the candidate of the PDP in Edo Central, I said, sir, I know you are rich. I know God has blessed you. You have the resources to contest election. Are you trying to prove a point or you want to win? He said he's in the race to win. I said it is not possible for you to win under this INEC. Why not just channel these resources to other things? Impossible. Me not get money here. Me dey struggle for here. Send me small thing. He laugh. The question now, because what did happen now? It clear say the right results. They just come do jamboree for feed, announce all the written results. The question I'm asking you before we go into the real matter we carry us come today: why did your party PDP participate in this recently conducted by-election?
Yeah, my brother Albert.
So,
Let me be very thoughtful.
honorable, somebody say make you not dey put hand here like that, say because we don't see your face well. Can you stand up for comment? He said when you talk to us, maybe because you be comrade, he said you not to dey put hand for here, so that we don't see your face well.
Okay, my brother Albert. There's a saying, you know, I'm a proud Benin man. There's a saying, my very rich Benin language. Actually, I book where I can have here. So that is the gospel truth. You see, why you see, for me, for PDP to participate was the right thing to do, because it is again to communicate to the world who these present rulers, permit me, rulers, because we don't have leaders, as we speak very just now. We again expose their evil to the world, and indeed they fall, they again, you know, fall prey to go to the trap that the PDP set for them. They again expose themselves to their inhuman nature in them to the world. My brother, the election was likened to a war zone. I must be very frank with you. You see, for PDP to participate, I must give it to the PDP as a party for summoning the courage to participate. You see, that will tell you that the PDP, they are not cowards. For my actions, I did not regret it. If it's trying to come back again, I will still do the same thing. Because again, we must challenge the evil. Because if we fail to do what we ought to do now, that which we fail to do, which we have done, will be the sacrifice for tomorrow. That is the gospel truth. So for me, it was the right thing. And I commend the PDP for it. And again, they've exposed us to their secret again. You know, in the last election, they commandoed us at the collating center. But in this one, it was from the unit level. So they've exposed their secret again. So we don't know what their secret will be in 2027. So that's exactly what we are telling Nigerians. Now they are now exposing the arsenals, how they want to manipulate. Nigerians should be very careful and study the process. If they know, Nigerians know that they cannot wrestle power from them, they should not just bother to participate. That is the gospel truth. You see, what happened in Ovia, from what I have gathered, it was a child's play to what happened in Edo Central. I have got an intel that even a contested candidate, two of the children were adopted and they were later released at the evening of it. That there was even his jeep was rid of bullets in Edo Central. So you can see the kind of people we are having that is piloting the affairs of this state. It is quite sad and it's quite disheartening. And everywhere where meaning Edo people, where meaning Nigerians, they must speak out, because a closed mouth is a closed destiny. That is the gospel truth. We must situate it. Don't say it's not me. Tomorrow it might be you. That is it. I'm from the civil society. So we must learn to lend our voice when things are not going right, whether in the economy, whether in the politics, whether in the security. Just name it. In all facets of human endeavor, we must learn to speak out, whether it is affecting us or not affecting us. Today, all of us, we are suffering. All of us in the country, whether you are rich or you are poor. We must tell ourselves the truth. We are suffering because it's biting our pockets. It's biting our pockets. If you are not there, your sibling or your relative is there, except maybe you don't have a human face or you don't have a human heart. That is the only way you will say all is well. As I speak now, my dear brother, all is not well. The last election, I give it to PDP for participating in that election. I must commend them. But going forward, they should go back to the drawing board, go and re-strategize and launch ahead. That is it. hear you.
Thank you very much. I muted it because of the calls. I was entering my phone. Thank you very much for that. Well, now it is clear now that it was important for the PDP to participate in the by-election, at least to further expose the evil of our rulers, not leaders. But we don't have people leading us. We only have people that are ruling us. They are ruling over us. They are controlling us and destroying everything they met, from the federal to the state to the local government level. Now, let those state today now. The 18 impostors we have at the council level are not elected council chairmen. The state governors we have today, especially the one in Edo, cannot boldly come out with his full chest and say my people voted for me. The only thing he can say is that Tinubu put me here. That's why everywhere he goes, he brags about Tinubu my father, Tinubu my mother, Tinubu my sister, Tinubu my auntie. I will give Tinubu 2.5 million votes. I will give Tinubu my daughter. I will do this one. It is Tinubu. You will never hear anything from that man to say, my Edo people, my people. He doesn't even address us. Today, after ESCO, now the Commissioner for Information, they can't talk to Edo people, right? Talk to press and the Commissioner for Education.
Mr. Albert, you don't need to blame the governor, because I don't know if you can still recall the president when he visited, he asked them whether they want him to give back Edo to them.
Yes.
And the chorus, yes. And he has given it to them. I think all he's doing now is to see how he can massage the president's ego. You saw when we were at the court of appeal, at the lower, the tribunal, and later at the Supreme Court. He was doing a jamboree to project, or rather to bring some of the programs and policies of Mr. President to the limelight by inviting all the governors for a show of personality in Edo without any bearing on the lives of Edo people. So for me, I won't blame him. I won't blame him. It's where we are finding ourselves. That we on our own encouraged that kind of character, that kind of charade, that kind of shenanigans. So you've seen them exhibiting it left, right, center, unchecked. So it is very sad and disheartening. So for me, I'm not regretting anything, because when you try to do what you ought to do, you don't need to feel any guilt. So for me, there's no guilt. But the people must rise up, because your destiny is in your hands.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. For those that are just joining us, if you are watching us on Facebook, please, we appreciate if you have a YouTube channel or you have a YouTube handle, click on the YouTube link. I pinned it here. Click on the link. We are trying to rebuild our YouTube channel. I'm sure you know that YouTube brought down my channel while fighting for that Akwa Ibom Air girl. You know, I don't know what federal government they try to hide with the ladies. If they are trying to take it out of circulation, so many influencers will use the lady clip, they bring many channel down. So we are trying to rebuild our YouTube channel. The new one is City Naija Update. The former one was just City Naija. This one now is City Naija Update. So click the link, watch us live on YouTube. Please, before you go, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe so that next time you're going to get notification. Now, on our Honorable Destiny interview, now we test out the stream for the new Facebook account, and I know in the next couple of months we'll get our people back. Ladies and gentlemen, now we want to enter the real discussion. Honorable Destiny, my attention was drawn to a video done by my brother Joseph Bale. I was actually busy that day. I never know say he don't send me the link, because we work together. He's a good comrade who doesn't like oppression. So somebody can say, about see what happen for Ovia, or even Joseph Bale do video. Before I even watch the video, I first call you. After I call you, I say, may I go really? I know if you call person when something happen to phone, they ask and say, what happened? May I go watch Joseph Bale? Joseph Bale told us how you were attacked. You have done petition. This one involved, that one not involved. I beg, so that people, when they defend you, will get the right information. I know you don't speak to many media houses on this matter. As an activist, I don't need to tell you what to do. When Tony Kabaka lead it toss go scatter my house, I stretch out till tomorrow. Tony never feel remove himself from that case. The case is still there. I just want to give the CP small time, make it round up the investigation before I will start my own again. Sir, tell us what happened on the day of that by-election.
My brother, I think I have to start like this. For me, I never seek revenge. because I know definitely a rotten fruit will definitely fall by itself.
Hmm.
For me, that's me. A rotten fruit will definitely fall by itself. That's why I don't seek revenge. That fateful day, as a party person and as a freeborn of my community and as a citizen of this country, I think I went to my village. Normally, I was in my father's house. Throughout the night, my brother, I must be very frank with you. There was a almost over 8 hour surveillance of the DSS driving with healers, government healers, no number. One at times there will be a number, the number plate on. All throughout the night, I was not awake. That morning, normally, even when we woke up around between 7, we sat at the front of my father's house chatting with some of my community people and friends. Again, he lost Prado. At the point, my other brother almost dumped out to say, okay, let people should just come into the compound. Why are you on that? I say, pa, it's okay. Just let them, as far as they are not entering here. So let's just let them do what they are doing. Never knew that they were just doing their surveillance. And at about 9, I got the way that they started voting. And as a normal person, Unit 1, Ward 1, because from my father's house to my voting center is trackable. Got to up to about 3 poles. I walked down, look for went to the this thing to the display the list of voters. I went there and then they found my number. I took my this thing and I cast my vote for my party. As I was coming down from the classroom, I met a lady whom I know very well, my ward, and she was saying that that the daughter just graduated. That yes, with the time I was in council, I employed about some persons that then she was not very strong. I said, don't worry, just pray for us that in the coming election or elections that God will will open our way and give us victory. I said definitely God will do it. And jokingly, I told her, I said, but the annex selected deputy governor is from here. He said, no, don't mind him. Blah, blah. I don't want to go into all that because she said so many things. And just for me to raise my head, I saw a reckoning, my brother, reckoning of young boys. I don't want to use any derogatory language. I'm just trying to pick my words very carefully. Leading them was the DSS wearing that that dark camouflage, and I said, well, maybe they've got to make 1 or 2 complaints or allege or something like that. And I waited. Not for them to approach me without no, you the crazy or you the mad or good afternoon or good morning. They started back to boast. My brother, they were over 30, if I'm not mistaken. Like even my driver said they are even more than 50 self. Over 30. That's even I might be very frank with you, my brother. They were with guns. I saw with guns. I must be very frank. Even me to this minute, at times I wonder. I don't have any pains in my body. I don't to be very sincere. I just how do I survive it? Even some of my community people or those that were the voting center, even the boys that came were more than the people that were casting their vote.
Wow.
They were calling me. And for some very sincere. I must be very frank. I'm speaking from my heart. I don't have any grudges against anybody. As I have said, a rotten mango or a rotten fruit will definitely, or a ripe fruit will definitely fall when the time comes. So the point I'm making is this: even when my community, they thought I would be in the hospital. But I said, Chairman, I said, for me, I don't know how God did it. It's as if when they were hitting me, they were just hitting iron. To be very frank, Mr. Albert, they all bounced on me as a commotive, as if I was a commotive, as if I was. Please, just underline that. Without any, before now, I don't think I have any issue with that fellow. Then he said, I must be very frank. The only issue that I know as a council chairman, it is normal. I follow the governor because of what happened. And to be very sincere with you, the day he went to Abuja to sign against Obaseki that time, I drove him to airport that evening. He did not say, my brother, this is where we are going. This night will bear me witness. Even you can even confirm from Scott Ogbamudia, the then of your notice chairman. Myself and Scott went to his house. He was going to this thing that I would drop him off. I drove him to the airport. He did not say, my brother, this is where we are going or this is how we are going. Or for me, the evening of it, when I was coming from office, I left the then SSG house. I drove to deputy governor. Even if the boys at deputy governor's, you can even confirm from Philip. They prevented me from entry. They almost manhandling me. It's like the then deputy governor overheard me, shouting and reacting. He came out and said, "What are you doing? Come and leave my chairman alone." I was before God and man. I was not put in the picture. If not that, they would have had me molested that day. And they were saying all sorts of, I'm coming and I come collect information for your leader or for your brother. They were saying all sorts of
Okay,
things.
okay. As at that time, Deco already moved to
Yes.
opposition.
Yeah, they signed, there was a document on the DC signed for Oshomole at that time. That's like preventing Baseki from you or something. There was a paper they signed that to form an
Yes,
alliance with Oshomole. So my
yes.
brother, you did not. So we will meet till tomorrow. Our times I'll say, what happened? This is beyond me following Obaseki. I can be very frank with you, my brother. In 2023, in his own birthday, I sent him a message, birthday message. So if I have anything with him, I won't do all of that. Even as I was still in with the Obaseki, while he was the other side, he called me, or rather, he sent me a text that he wants to use the old market. You know, I removed the old market to where where they presently have the new market. He said he wants to use it for public good, for public use by having a sewing, institute or something like that. And I told him, my brother, it's a very good idea. I said, please, just write for documentation purpose. I wouldn't want a situation where they will say the chairman has given land to his because he want to give the land to his brother. That's why he removed the old market to the new market. And he did within some few hours. He wrote. I brought back to the council just to approve. That they approved for him. I don't know. There is a saying that in Benin, he said the child should vomit. He did, or if he vomited, and he said you should jump. He jumped. What else do you want from him? It's my junior. It's my younger cousin. For me, I don't. For me, sincerely, I don't have any grudges against him. But all I'm saying, a ripe mango or a ripe fruit will definitely one day fall when the time comes. I don't engage in
No,
revenge.
no, this very attack now, Mr. Chairman, this very attack that happened on Saturday, where boys and DSS officials attacked you. Are you saying that this attack is from the current deputy governor?
My brother, I don't need any soothsayer, or I don't need to consult any babalawo or Ifa to say it's not Dennis. That is the gospel because it was coordinated by Amadine Desmond, who incidentally bear the same surname with me in Enabulele. That is the irony thing, and that is the sad thing. That's why I'm crying inside me. Incidentally bear the same surname with me. It was coordinated because before an hour before that it happens, he drove past my father's house, and I saw him. My other brother saw him to see if I was around. My brother, do I need any permission from the president? Do I need any permission from the president to go cast my vote as a citizen of this country? Even if, let's assume, the president is from my community. If I choose to look the other way of his political, can't I go to my community and do my thing? That is the question I'm asking everybody. That they called me that some of them even use the winner takes it all. And I asked, and these said persons they said they are living abroad. I don't know, with total humility, what is the meaning of the winner takes it all? Does the winner takes it all prevent a human being from becoming a human being? I don't know, because from my own understanding of the winner takes it all, it's different from where they. I don't know. The winner takes it all is that you take all the bounty, all the whatever that follows that office without giving it to your opponent, and that you have done. But you stop me from carrying out what I ought to do as a citizen or as a person. The winner takes it all does not transcend to that arena. Does not. Exactly. My brother, I did not even you the craze. Permit me to use that picture. You the craze or you the mad. Nothing like that, my brother. I must be very frank with you. It was bass boost.
There was nothing like maybe you were there was nothing like you were trying to prevent the people from voting, or people were doing a collation. There was argument, normal election argument.
I said, Mr. Abad, I said this thing was just between 8:30 and 9:30. Not yet 10. I'm telling you in the morning. I said the boys that came, they were even more than those that were voting. I know exactly what I'm talking. I'm not a baby. So it was coordinated. By one, I'm trying to, I'm very careful. I'm very careful. For me, politics. You see, you think you have power today. You see, power is transient. Underline is transient. So for me, when I saw you want to use the collective power of the people to oppress the people, one of the persons that gave you that power, or whether I voted or not, I voted for which the majority of the Edo people did not. Perhaps that is why they are doing what they are doing, because they are aware that they came through the back door, because the president word is law. That is it. And let me say this. Maybe they've forgotten. One of the issues that led to the French Revolution is when the Louis XVI said, "I am the law, and the law is me." He said, "La tasse moi," meaning it starts and ends with me. It's not like that. And it was later triggered by the shortage of bread in the French. They should go back to history. Some of them they have short memory of history. We talk about humility. I've often listened to people that they will say that immediately you join APC, your sanity or your sense of cognitive reasoning will immediately disappear. I begin to align with them. We talk about humility. I begin to align with them. We talk about humility with what is happening now. It is quite sad. And I had an experience when I was coming from Kenya almost about 9 months or thereabout, or 11 months ago. I had a chat with a guy who told me that the father was one of the charge affairs in one of these embassies. He said the father told him even before he came to Kenya that the present president of Nigeria is trying to surpass the dictatorship of Abacha. And I looked at it. In every indices, I looked at it. In all, where the president will say, "Do it this way," and you see the men that are in Supreme Court, they will control and agree to the word of the Mr. President. It's not so. Mr. President is the servant of the people, because it's managing our collective patrimony on our behalf, because all of us cannot be there at the same time. You cannot use the people power to be oppressing and suppressing the people. It's never done. That's why I must appeal to all Nigerians. For me, this is the only passport I have. The only Nigerian passport, that's what I have. We must savage and we must put this country on the path of recovery for our children. That is the only thing. But I must commend you.
Honorable Destiny, I posted this, I think yesterday or 2 days ago. I also raised another post on this very matter, because for me, I am totally against oppression. I am totally against using the state power to intimidate, to oppress. I know Dennis Idausa, the current INEC deputy governor. Dennis is an oppressor. He's a weak man. Dennis is one of the weakest youth or weakest man, because it is only weak people that use state power to oppress. We have a video where the current hype man to Pemelo Egogo did a video how Dennis sent talks to beat him up. They reconstructed Egogo's face. We also have a video where recently Emmanuel Agbogu, APC member, also did a video saying some area boys loyal to JJ came to attack him at his house in Itobai. So Dennis is a weak man, very weak. That's why Dennis will go to this thing, mobilize his stocks, his police to attack his own first cousin. I don't know how anyone else can best describe weakness. He's weak. Dennis is like Felice Waibu. They are very weak. That's why I keep telling people, power is not good in the hands of illiterates. They will mess this up. Now, some mutual friends called me and said they called Bishop. That's the Amadi Desmond. His name that's Bishop, right?
Yes, aka Bishop.
Yes, Bishop. That they called Bishop. Bishop said you are lying. That he was not there. That he was somewhere very far. When he heard that people were fighting with you, or you were fighting with people, or you were fighting with security men, that you were not there, that you don't have evidence to show that he, Bishop, led boys to attack you.
Yeah, Mr. Albert, you see, I said something earlier. I said there are saying or insinuations that immediately you join APC, your mental faculty of cognitive reasoning will immediately disappear. Before now, I try to believe them, but I cannot believe. I was at the same platform with the APC spokesperson, yesterday. I think I said I forwarded the video to you. Yeah, and he said that I have a personal, grudges with Dennis. And before now, they said it was the army. Even when I was in the DSS office that day, they said it was the army. Of which army was never in the that. For me, I did not see army that day. You see, let me say this. Truth is like a lion. You don't protect a lion. Just let it loose. It will protect itself. My brother, Amadi Desmond Enabulele, aka Bishop, told my driver to sit on the floor while they were beating him.
He told your driver
to sit on the floor. Says just shut up. They were beating him. I forwarded the interview he had with one of these radio. I forwarded it to you. Even my other brother was equally there. You see, these people, they think we are gullible. You see, the
Bishop, that means Bishop was present when they were fighting you and your driver.
He coordinated. Permit me. See, I use the word. I practically, conscientiously choose that word. Coordinated. I know exactly what I'm talking. He coordinated my attack. Permit me. I won't want to use attack. Attack is glorifying. He coordinated my beating. Attack is glorifying. He coordinated my beating. For me, as I said earlier, a rotten fruit will fall by itself.
But this one not good, oh Bishop.
You see,
you just carry police. Go be destiny, Bishop. Man. Because I know this Bishop. I know you. As in, I don't fit. As it dey pain me say I don't even think I say that Bishop carries small boys come attack you.
My brother, I say if I try to flash back that day and I look here, I will say, there is God. I saw gun. I saw small boys. I saw gun. I was at the center. I was a recipient of their basbos. Kick everything. My iPhone, Samsung Fold 5, my 3 ATM, even my shoe in the process of this included them. Everything. They took everything. Even my driver, one of his phone. They gave him a red eye in his left eye.
I have the pictures. I got the pictures.
Yes, I took him to St. Philomena that day because the wife just put to bed. What story would I have? So see, every time I try to, I said, Jesus. I just said Jesus. I said, what would have been my story? Maybe if I've escaped, not being the RIP, and my driver, God forbid. What would I have to say? The wife just gave birth. Don't you walk to a week? Don't you walk to a week, my brother? You can see. You see, I underestimated.
Sir, 1 second, because I want to be very sure that somebody that has been calling me since that has been on this matter, like me, nobody dey fit pass back. Hello, chief. Are you watching? You are watching. You are convinced. I should be you know coming for this matter again, sir. No wahala. So thank God he said he's watching. If you see him, he just screenshot this one. Can't give me now. That means he's really watching. He's watching us because what Bishop is telling the whole world that because he's close to this deco that you are trying to make your story believable, that he was not there, that he has never hurt a fly in his life, that he cannot,
My brother, let me say this. If you say he's close, what do your wife is close to Dennis? It's close to Dennis. So why not make sure these persons? You see, You see, the problem I think I have, I underestimated their power. And intelligent people at times underestimate the power of stupid people.
Yes, true.
That is the gospel truth. But they should be rest assured that, as I have said, I keep on saying it, but a rotten fruit will definitely fall one day by itself. Not me. But I must let the world know what happened. And he boasted in some quarter that once he's done with what he's doing, he'll go back to Canada. Someone told me
that was the Bishop
Amadi Desmond Enabulele. Somebody called me from my village. That is what he said. That once he's done with me, if he call me, he will take off with the distance and go to Canada. There's no problem. I think it has a second home, but this is only my home. And I don't think I will live here for any other place. For me, at the point I wanted to bet, I looked at it. You see, I was removed. Even in my election. Thank God I must continue, to appreciate you. During my election to the Edo State House of Assembly, I knew the role you played. And when, let me say this, when he was equally contesting with Omosede, this President Omosede, some of my persons called me that look, what has happened is still your cousin and we are from the same place. And Dennis' mother is my father's immediate younger sister. Same father, same mother. And they advised me. And I've true to it. I'm going to be very frank. I want him I challenge him to say, I went to this place and I did XYZ against him. In that second election. I challenge him. But immediately after his election, he went all out like a mad dog. He went all out, my brother, like a mad dog. Even the day of election, he was moving from unit to unit. That was when I accosted him. We had a fracas in the ANEC office. And I told the ANEC, the National Electoral District, that this man that is moving, is it your second national rec that is coming to observe? And I challenged the man that day, even the EO. That's what we had, one-on-one, confrontation. It was my election. How will I be moving around? As God will have it, God gave us victory. And he went all out because he believed that he can, he's a very smart fellow, but he's not intelligent. He's a very smart fellow. He has a way of, cajoling people. And he had his way. Met with the chief of staff and I was removed. For me, I have no regret. Whatever happened to me in my life, for my entire life, has always been a blessing to me. I can give you instances. It was at times now people would see me and say, Decibet, you said, how God they create you? You can recall when I was removed from the house, people were seeing me everywhere with Dr. Asolime Godalo. So people say, Destiny not even shake you. I said, Ada, my mama still alive. He not die. So why go shake me? Even when my mama, God forbid, at least when my papa was 62, at least she see not my papa. So they don't go. The highest shock I've had is my father. No, for me, so you understand. So he went all out, and I was removed. He thought that maybe when they remove me, that would make me to go to a political oblivion, or I would be at a political purgatory. But God did not. God sustained me. It's God that sustained me, and it's God that is still sustaining me, and it's God that rescued me from the over 30 persons that bounced on me like a common criminal. When the criminals are not the ones sending boys to come and beat a very upright person. I'm a very upright person. In all. I'm a very upright person. At least I've been to public office. Yeah, I was the executive chairman. For me, I must thank God. I equally appreciate them for what they've done. That tomorrow, I know certainly that there is God, and God sees all. My brother Albert, let me tell you the basic truth. It was God that rescued me from that attack. From that
so that means their plans was to just was to fire your enemy.
I think so. I think so, my brother. But I don't know how I escaped. I see, Albert, you can say I will sponsor your any of your crew to go there and go and do small. They thought even when they were calling me, he said, Chairman, your voice is still. I said, what did happen? I said, Albert, you're very sincere. I thought, for me, yeah, as I am now, it's only here, only here, Philippine. Yeah. I was
you also need to go for a checkup because sometimes you think there's okay internal injury you don't know.
Definitely, I will do that. Yes, I will do that. But if I should do it by now, since on Saturday, today is Tuesday. I've seen a doctor. I've seen my doctor. But my brother, it was indeed likely to Ife Amodakeke war. I don't know if you know anything about Ife Amodakeke. Ife is on one side, Modakeke is on it's a road that separates Ife and Modakeke. It was likely to Ife and Modakeke war, of which I read it and I went to Ife where they had that time to do some small investigation that time. So it was likely to that, my brother. That's all I can say. But I appreciate them.
No. Your cousin Denko, who is the current deputy governor, at least he has heard about this incident that you were attacked by the state security coordinated by Amadi Enabulele, aka Bishop, has he reached out to you as the deputy governor of the state?
Oh, Mr. Albert, Mr. Albert, Mr. Albert.
And I hear you, sir.
You see, you see, you know more than me. You know more than me. You know more than me. You reach out to me. Who am I? I'm a nobody. I'm a nobody. I told you 20 just. I said 2023 when I was in the House of Assembly. On his birthday, I still have the message in my phone. Okay, they've stolen it. I still have it on my phone as that this thing. I sent him a message on his birthday. Since that time when he requested for the old market land, see, I should speak. I should speak. Brother, you see, I said it. You see, I said it earlier. I said a rotten mango or a rotten fruit will definitely fall by itself.
That means they just plan to say because of maybe because of the way you fought them in that governorship election where Dennis lost his local government, lost the two local government, lost his ward. He only struggled to win his unit. Maybe now don't make the plan you say that destiny that make join people when you humiliated for the next election where on what bear only what bear only what bear.
Albert, I don't know, but I'm short of words. All I can say is to appreciate God for sparing my life that day. It's between him and his God. I saw one of his video that he went to meet Papa Oyedepo. You see, you can't mock God. You can't be a Lucifer and be playing. I'll be trying to play that you are God's friend. You can't be a Lucifer and be praying and be trying to that you are God's sect. You should go back to history. You should go back to history. You can't serve you can't serve two gods. You can't serve God and Mammon. Choose who you follow this day. Choose who you follow this day. I'm not a worker in the church, but I know a little bit of Bible verses. So for me, it's deceiving those that are gullible. For me, I know them. And they know me. And my brother, to be very sincere with you, we have come a long way. We have come a long way. I use that word. We have come a long way. Myself, Dennis, and Bishop. Again. Junior, we have come a long way. Even while I was in civil society, I was
But the junior, now junior are stupid boy. Now the junior,
that's what it's not.
Yes. I was very busy. Now the
right,
junior
right.
send me message on WhatsApp. Not that junior when they follow Dennis when they get
you're right. That's another very, very cunning and crafty fellow.
Okay, I mean, not the junior you mentioned just now.
Now the junior they tell you.
Yes, now the junior now send me message. He said, "Wait, Dennis no be that when they tell me say Okparo the Punisher make we help Dennis." I said me help Dennis. You never see. Anytime Okparo will want drive Dennis, Okparo will call me. Don't give me 48 hours. I'll drive Dennis come from government house. Anytime Okparo will, and I tell you, because Dennis, see, I prefer Omosede Igbeneghu to Dennis. And as we speak today, Omosede Igbeneghu is the new leader of APC in Ovia. Dennis cannot lead. May I go, Junior? What did Junior send me? Junior. Because that day I was busy. I will not pay attention. Because me, I don't follow the election. Because say, okay, hey, see, on Saturday, this is Junior Denko. See, Junior Denko. If you send a lie, now if you may not release the phone number, may I leave her. That's stupid boy, no need. Then because send me this, the nation who carry this story. That means now they even sponsor, maybe na Freeman do this story, give out to the nation. Because I mean, it's not to be around, you are very right, after 12 for afternoon. It's not to be 8 minutes past 12. He say update, sir. So tell you if they book me, you gonna say update. You know, you don't say I mean they use update. He said just the voters beat PDP agent in Edo. So when I hear that PDP agent, I thought it was just a regular testing. I didn't even open the link. If you see so, I can't say LOL. Then you can say that your guy Destiny. I hear say in boys where he carry come beat am. I come say na lie. He said na boss when you carry come feed, na I beat you. So make you know say many support of this way you give police and TSS. Now what he tell me be this, that's what I say. Now the lie when they want tell police that say now you bring the boys come. So boys when you bring come will come begin to beat you for feed.
Albert, you know, I said something just now. I said there's a common saying or notions in some quarters that when you join APC, your mental faculty or cognitive reasoning immediately
Yes.
disappear. You can see how can the boys, my boys, will not be for what? No, no, do you know that's another daft. It's another daft. And so I would join issue with him because he's a non-issue. I won't want to join issue with him, because he's not close to me. That's the gospel truth.
You know the reason why I talk about the way you take measure on just now, make it because now say person fit dey pass by they call it tell you sorry.
No,
I say you know
see. No, I did praise him. And if you, I said I just said maybe why did I not add? You know, I don't know. I did praise him because he's another chameleon. You know, birds of feathers flock together. Birds of
yes.
feathers flock together. So they are one and the same. So for me, I will not join issue with whether he's not junior wife. I will join the issue with him because he's very infinitesimal. So for me, I want to give God all the glory that I survived that beating. I will use attack because it is glorifying. I must say it the way it is, that beating. So for
So
me,
what is the security? Because I've seen one of your petition. What is the way forward and what is the security agencies doing?
no, I said something just now. I said I never engage in revenge because I know definitely a rotten fruit will fall by itself. But that's not to say that I will not expose them to the world. They are in charge. They are in charge of the security because the security formation is the armed wing of APC. Is the armed wing of APC. So what to for posterity and for record purpose. I don't know if you are getting me. For
Yes.
posterity and for record purpose. I have written to the DSS. Before now, they denied that they did, but I was happy that a journalist called them. I was surprised that later they said they have the petition. I've only written to the AIG. I've written to the police commissioner. And by tomorrow, some group of observers, my friends that I work well with the civil society, they will be doing a world press conference in Abuja tomorrow by 11 to tell the world what happened. And again, submit petitions to some embassies, up to about 6 or 7 embassies tomorrow. So for me, it's an ongoing thing. It's an ongoing thing because each time I flash back, the memory is not pleasant. It reminds me of how vulnerable I am. Of how vulnerable I am. That is the gospel truth.
Honorable, there's another information that I gathered that Bishop is bragging that he's a Canadian citizen, his wife and children are in Canada. So one thing I want to say here, sir, the reason why I am solidly behind you is because one thing I hate in my life is when politicians or political talks, because I will be glorifying this thought if I call them politicians. They are not. They are just because the system is loose. Now, why somebody like Bishop who never worked anywhere before. I don't really want to go into what I know about Bishop. We now end up to be sports council chairman. It's because we now have a weak governor, we have a weak system in place. Now, when people like Bishop find themselves for corridors of power, if we don't have a weak system, Dennis not qualified to be council chairman. If they say, let us bring somebody to be a council chairman in Ovia Southwest, a qualified person with credentials, Dennis not qualified. So I hate it when people hide their family overseas. They will come Nigeria in the name of politics, begin create havoc. Just like I told some people today, I said, I need the address because I hear say Dennis, Bishop wife and the children, they now live in Ontario. I need the phone number of Bishop wife, where she works, and their home address for us, because we still get where we say they do our own things from here. Tony don't get the fees of things for body. Shame no go let Tony cry come out. Maybe if they call Tony wife and children from Canada, they will tell Tony what did they feel for body for going to break my house when I build many years ago. I never know what to be PVC when I build the house. So it is wrong for people to hide their family overseas. They're going to commit havoc because I wish Bishop don't say As if they go back to Wadale, they commit havoc. In wife and pikin dey house. And if you try to do revenge, say if remove men come for you, make you see remove men go find am. If you don't see am for house, you go see the wife and children. If you don't say that the family dey house, he won't do that. So that's why these evil people, they hide, they take their children outside the state. Like, then his wife and children don't they believe. Then his wife and children they Abuja. Then his wife and children society don't they stay believe. She just they come do 1 or 2 comot. Then his children come believe that day because of his birthday. Then they go hide their children somewhere. They don't go to commit havoc.
You see, Mr. Albert, I told you just now. I said one of my women in the community accosted Bishop to say, where are we going? Where when you go to Canada.
So
I told you just now. He said it that he will go to Canada. That once it's done, they will take his passport and go to Canada. You see, I want to appeal to our diaspora brothers all over the world, because this kind of characters, this kind of charlatans, this kind of they never do well. They are the ones spoiling the chances of the brains of some of the brains of some of our brothers abroad. When you see them, you'll be a little bit wary. You'll be careful in trying to bring them to power, because knowing fully well that when they commit the havoc, within the tick of an eye, they are off to their base.
yes.
They need to bring Bishop out to the slaughterhouse. Don't worry, my brother Albert. As I said, a rotten fruit will fall by itself.
I am fully with you. Even the information will be the gather this evening. They said Bishop, get one of my brother-in-law when they work with Bishop. They said Bishop don't drag the boy yesterday. I mean today say your brother-in-law Albert, he dey join a enemy, they fight him. He don't drag that one for work. He said that one they work follow him before. I don't know what it concern my in-law. Concern wetin you go big person. Not my in-law saying go big person. Not me saying you. When they break my house that day for Benin, people spoke for me. They defended me. I no dey there. If I wanted to behave like them, who is Tony Kabaka? Just okay, make I behave like this idiot. Okay, I never dey Nigeria, I dey abroad. E get any family wey men not dey? E get any adult man wey no get men?
We not dey.
We no fit still make call to say, see how I want am, make una move. No be money.
Na money.
Be money.
Na money.
As I dey so, I no fit spend 10 million to fight my enemy. Say if we say we do am street to street, yere mi owa obe asokia we about to back when yere owa. But I will not do that. Say because I dey abroad, I call a sponsor those kind of attacks. I won't do it. So
that's why I have to see how
we use
petty
police, we use media. So if somebody like Bishop will drive somebody close to me for work because I speak to you, it's not wickedness. To tell you how these characters are wicked. Bishop, you are useless. Me, Albert, you know, if I get you know, people stand for my front. Umabel, you work here. I be your mate. You dey try me. So, Mr. Destiny, I want to encourage you. Fight for yourself. Fight for your rights. We are fully behind you. If they decide to come say, my mom burial talk, my buede, face to face, as a brother, I will still tell you, say, if they genuinely come for reconciliation, no, who forgive you? Genuinely. No, they are not doing it because they have something to lose. So it's okay, they really feel remorse. So it's okay, Emma, who forgive you? They no bet you now maybe because as we speak, my house they turn to uncompleted building. Even the foreign they enter my parlor, my chair. Now if the police never conclude the investigation, I can't renovate. I can't do anything. If it come back me tomorrow, say what go fix the house, I will forgive am. But the reason why we need to continue to speak for each other, because we don't know who is next.
You see, Bishop, Albert, for me, no, I said it earlier. I don't revenge. I only allow the natural course to take. Don't worry, Albert. You see, situations like this, I'm an emotional person. I will not join issue with, but all I have to do, I have to exhaust all the legal means.
Okay.
In trying to tell the world, expose them to the world that this is exactly what happened. I'm going to be very frank with you. NGOs that have signified interest in this matter, they are about 11. And they are going to do a petition, one after the other, to about 6 or 7 embassies. Bishop said it, that once he's done with me, we'll go to Canada. So Canada is not a safe haven for criminal elements in Nigeria. You see, of recent, the Canadian court labeled or concluded that if you are a member of PDP or APC, you are a terrorist.
Yes.
So, Albert,
I want to say, now you get a problem. So, I want to thank you, Honorable Destiny, for your time, for coming out to speak. For many people, when something like this they happen to you, I know what talk. For coming out to speak, you have saved lives. You have saved a lot of people. Because of me today, Kabaka cannot slap anybody for believing. They're not born away. You won't dare. You don't try. Always in a born about all the bat. You won't dare. Shabba cannot slap anybody. A Boston cannot. None of these oppressors, all these natural talks, when they enjoy this kind of things, okay, they get their rubber stamp, their puppet for government as they can misbehave. They cannot misbehave because they believe say somebody there up there where they follow up. So we will continue to support you. We encourage you to seek justice. This is very wrong. A former #1 citizen of a local government, you just beat am for feed like small pikin. Now madness now enter Dennis head, now enter Bishop head. Then my last question, was Dennis elder brother there, Audio in the house? Was it in the scene when they were attacking you?
You see, Albert, I cannot categorically say whether he was there or not. Albert, it was a multitude. See, the people that came, they were more than the people that were voting.
But was it in the field? Was it in the field to vote? Was it there to vote?
No, they see where we are getting it from. I am in Ward 2. I am in Ward 1, sorry. Ward 1. They are in Ward 2. I am at the primary school. Yes. Yes.
Not even the same voting unit.
No. They are in Ward 2. I am in Ward 1. Close to the public feed. They are in Ward 2, close to the police station. If you don't come over.
What were they doing in your ward?
They are the electoral, they are the umpire. They are the security agents. You see where we find ourselves as a nation and as a people. That's why we will learn to speak out. Because an injury to one is an injury to all.
Okay, we are going to leave it here, Honorable Destiny. Thank you for your time. Anytime there is need, because the public and those in diaspora, they are interested. I can tell you, and those in diaspora, they are no nonsense people. Now, very few, that they come online, they call and support all these idiots. I can tell you, and those people that are where to do, where go school, where know how the system work here, they don't like this wagbe. They don't like it, so they are following up. If there's any need for you to still come online like this to give people updates on what is going on, trust me, my platform is open for you, sir. Thank you very much for your time, and have a good night, sir.
I'm appreciate you.
Not just the security, but these evil people, they physically come around. Now God, that be the Ogakakota of security. We are with you. I will be praying for you.
With that, I must appreciate you from the depth of my heart. Very copiously. Salute you for taking out time to speak for the voiceless. Because now I'm voiceless. I must appreciate you very sincerely. God bless you.
Very much.
I reward you accordingly.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much.